Alright, get started with a verse start.
Johnny Giuliano.
Smoke some,
Man.
smoke some, bitch. Smoke some, bitch. Smoke some, smoke some.
R.I.P. Pimp C.
Smoke some.
Afghani goon, no teeth, no chain, and I don't wear no hat. I got my polo boots with the shirt to match. I got my white grape games and I'm rolling them swole. I got a nice muddy cup and a broad that hold. Young field face daddy, I'm a hog in the game. See me flipping through the hood, nigga, hogging the lanes. Pussy niggas be complaining cause I'm hogging the game. Should be back to you when I'm through with a main. Say OTB, that's me, Mac Owl. Boy, we stay smoking till the last ash fall. The last ash fall. Nigga, if I thought you was a bitch, you wouldn't even hit my sweet ass owl. My sweet ass owl. Say, boy, we blow that good roll. Cushions are cologne, almost everywhere that we go. Say, boy, it ain't my B-Day, but I got a big ego. If you wanna know my stilo.
Smoke some, bitch.
Say,
Smoke some.
Your love is so dumb, it's illegal. We bout to make it a sequel, oh yeah. Just in my line when it's just call my phone when it's you ain't had enough, girl. We finna overdose, then it's just in my line when it's just call my phone when it's you ain't had enough, girl.
Yes, sir. Did you see it, Lindsay?
Oh, my bad.
Turn y'all down.
It's nice.
Welcome to the smoke break. You know what I'm talking about? I know I was sitting here for a second. I was trying to get my TV together and shit. I don't know what's going on. It was like a fidelity issue. I always blame everything on fidelity. You know what I'm talking about? But who we got in here with us tonight is motherfucking Canna Culture. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Right in front of me, man. We got Jerry. What's going down, Jerry? How you feeling, man?
Feeling good tonight, man.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
You ready to smoke something, man?
Oh, yeah. We've been on it all day, man.
Yeah.
I ain't smoked in about the last 2 hours, though.
Yeah, look like old Moan over there already. Just, you know what I mean? Like, he ready to tap out already. What's going down?
Nah, I'm upstairs with it. You know me, bro.
Yeah. How you feeling, young Moan? You ready to get it in?
Good, bro. I'm feeling good, man. Glad to be here, man.
Yeah.
Good company. You know how we do.
Yeah, I 100%. You know, and right next to Moan, we got the lovely Lindsay. What's going down, young Lindsay?
Good. You know I love Wednesdays.
Yeah, you just said that. You just went ahead and quoted that, and I love Wednesdays as well. You know what I mean? I ain't smoked all day. You know what I
Ready?
mean? I smoked one on Blur Gang, and that was it.
Nice.
It was weak too. Young, right next to Lindsay, we got young Daniel. What's going down, Daniel?
Oh man, you know, just left my square in the room with my folks, in the room with my people, man. Just, you know, heavy hearted, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
we gonna make it, and you know, we got you, black man.
Yeah.
Hold your head, bro.
You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Right behind Daniel, man. We got young Tim. How you feeling, Tim?
Great. Thanks for having me again. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Always enjoy coming on.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get
enjoy
blowed.
having you, man. We enjoy having you. I don't know what's going down on my TV. My TV is tripping.
Let's
you know
get
what I mean?
blowed.
We about to get blowed. You know what I'm saying? So tonight we doing it different, man. We not doing it in our regular smoke break fashion as we normally do. You know what I'm saying? Where we do pop up in 3 dispensaries and either tear you down or lift you up. You know what I'm talking about? Nancy Kerrigan up in this motherfucker sometimes. You know what I mean? But, you know, tonight we just going to be smoking on some exotics. You know what I'm saying? Daniel brought some things. What you bring in, Daniel?
Glue.
Glue?
Yeah.
Daniel brought in some glue. He rolled the perfect blunt today. You know what I'm saying?
I
He
did.
feels, you know what I mean? He had to save it just for the show. You know what I'm saying? I believe you got some, Jerry, you brought in some stuff. What you got going on?
Man, I brought some white truffle, some purple GMO, and some death toast.
Some dip toast?
Death.
Death toast?
Yeah,
I ain't even heard of that.
We're going to see what it
I ain't
is,
even heard
man.
of that. And you know, the Jerry got some little contraption over there that's rolling his joints all in one. You know what I mean? And Daniel just had me. I was trying to see it, but I was too busy typing up some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I really wanted to see what went on with that Daniel said he rolled. Well, how many he rolled in 5 minutes?
Man, like damn near like 10 of them hoes.
10,
man.
10, sweet. How much you run you? How much that contract?
About $100.
About
man.
$100, man. You know, 10 joints in 5 minutes. You know, what's
We're
it
going to
worth
see
to
it
you?
work again too.
Yeah. What's it worth to you?
That's the best thing I've ever bought for rolling, man.
Yeah. If you are in this live right now, make sure you share this live. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Hit that notification little bell thing so it'll let you know every time that we on. I'm finna restart this TV shit because it's really making me mad. You know what I'm talking about? Well, other than that, you know what I'm saying? Tonight, I know that, Jared, you had a couple topics you want to talk about as far as policies and different changes that was coming, you know, in the marijuana industry. What's going on, brother?
Man, we got OMMA, you know, keep hitting us with all these new regulations, man.
Yeah.
They just hit us with you know, November 1st, they changed up a couple laws and got it now to where we used to be able to display all our weed in the counters in mason jars.
Right.
Well, now they want us to do 3 grams, can't be more than 3 grams in a jar, can't let the customer smell it, can't open the jar anymore, can't keep the big jars in the display. You can keep them right behind the display. It's still deli style, but we can't let you smell the weed. And that's how everybody buys weed. So what, you know, now what are y'all doing? And you could tell they were trying to prep everything, man, to go pre-pack.
That's what they're trying to do.
And they're just trying to control everything, man, down to a T. Till you know you're going pre-pack and they want rec to come in and everything else, man, and that's not really what's going to help us, man, not in Oklahoma, man. We got such a good medical program, we don't really need rec.
Right.
$200, you got a license for 2 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now they want to take the recreational and put you at a 24% tax instead of a 16% tax. That falls back down to the patient, and so it's really just gonna hurt the patient because the money don't stay with the dispensary. We got to give it to the state every month on the 20th.
Yeah.
And so it's just a way for them to get it. But they said something about they want to bring the medical over that first, that first year. If it goes rec, they want to bring the medical down to 0, doing decreases every 4 months. And so we're trying to work with that, man. We're trying to find out exactly what they want us to do with this displaying the weed. They just did an emergency order on the pre-rolls. I know you probably seen it, Tim.
And quick to add, with that 3 grams that can be displayed, once you display it, we can't sell it, give it away or nothing. That has to be. So every strain that we have that we're gonna have on display, those 3 grams are off rip, no good anymore.
Yeah, so if you got 20
Right.
strains,
So
you're looking at 60
smell it.
grams.
You can see it.
That
You can't smell it or buy
gotta
it.
throw away. You gotta destroy it. You can't throw it away. Now you gotta destroy it. So now you gotta call the waste company to come pick up all them little 3 gram packs. At the end of you might do it once a month. Some people might do it 3 times a month.
In the waste places.
You literally have to throw away the little.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can't sell it. Can't give it away. Can't consume it.
Wow.
And
This is a real regulation. This is really happening.
Yeah.
It went in November 1st, man.
So everybody's supposed to be doing this right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to be doing it, but it's such a gray area, we don't really know. Like, we don't know exactly what to do. And if you call OMMA, they tell you read section such and such to this section and interpret it for yourself. They won't give you any kind of, won't tell you anything. Yeah, because they say,
or direct,
yeah.
I mean.
They consider that as them giving you legal advice when you really just ask them what their law is.
Just to clarify the law.
Yeah.
But what the problem is, man, OMMA don't know the law. That their own laws that they're making, they don't really know.
Well, it's so new, you know what I mean? It seemed like, everybody who jumped in earlier was always the sacrificial lambs, but this right here is like, that's crazy. They're totally changing up all. So you gotta have it. But you don't have to have it prepackaged though.
Not as of now. We don't have to have it prepackaged, but it's hard to understand what they're saying. Because if they're telling us don't let the customer smell it or anything like that, the only other thing that they got after this is pre-packed. There's no more regulations they can do on the deli style. And if you go to like California and everything, most of their stuff's pre-packed. Colorado, a lot of their stuff's pre-packed. Yeah.
Everything like I explained to you last week when we went to Denver, how he wouldn't let me smell it and it looked like grass, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me personally, me and Jared set out and shopped it, and he makes much more sense on the logistical side. I didn't want to bring that up last week. That's why we're here, is because I'm strictly against pre-pack. I am a firm believer from day one of this show that we do have the best medical state, that we do have the best medical law, that this cannabis that we consume through flower, through edibles, through concentrates, through tinctures, and other new things is medicine. It's better than having to go to a pharmacy to try to treat an illness, or a doctor giving you 500 pills. You know what I mean? We choose this as our medicine, an herb. Why would you take that away from us? And why would you hurt businesses that have spent hard-earned money? And you can't count another man's pocket. Somebody could have saved their money up from their paper route just for this opportunity to do this dispensary issue, and then you throw loopholes in the game. It's like you're purposely trying to destroy something that works so well if you could just find the right what would you call them? Organizers. Have the right people in the right places to make the right common sense choices. Common sense is not pre-packed. This is not tobacco. It's not the same. There's so many different flavors of cannabis, and to be able to tell. Sorry, and I'm done. You want to use your nose, like I've always said. Your nose don't lie.
And I see on the logistical side where they're coming from, you know what I'm saying? Like prepackaged, just get it out. But with cannabis especially, even from plant to plant, there's such a variant and different phenomes. So like, me personally, my eyes and my nose, I trust that over any testing, over anything. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't really trust whipping off a sealed bag, hoping to look in there and hope the guy that packaged that shit up knows what the fuck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, gives me some littles or gives me like
eyes and nose.
Man,
you gotta be able to.
And there's some terp stuff that give me a headache. I don't like tangies at all. A lot of people like them. I cannot stand them. So let me buy a tangie prepackaged, and the bud tender don't even know what to tell me. You know what I'm saying?
You done wasted your money because it's something you don't want, and that's how. You have to use your nose to buy flower. You have to. There's no other way, because just looking at it, it could look good. CBD bud looks good. You know what I mean? But
you can't in a glass mason jar, wide mouth, closed mouth, however you proceed to hold or cure or store your medicine. I lost my train of thought. What were you saying? What
y'all smoking on?
You got to use your nose.
Yeah, trust your nose.
I'm telling you, man. When I went into Denver and seen his jar, it looked comparable to ass to my jar. You know what I mean? And there's no way I'm gonna buy your. What I was gonna say, but what I just remembered is, you can get over on somebody by selling CBD flower.
Yeah,
they don't know. They don't know, bro. You could have some CBD flower and pass it in a pre-pack.
That placebo effect's a motherfucker, bro.
Do you know how mad I would be if I bought a $50 pre-pack? Because the packaging is going to go up all this price, this, that, other. I buy me a pre-pack, go outside, and I'm going to go to crush me a wood, and the thing dust on me. Just air, fluff.
That's the worst.
It's going to run you hot.
I mean, it's hot. It's not just hot. It's going to cause problems. Because as a dispensary owner, as people that work in a dispensary and do their job very well, great bud tenders. We're blessed to have them in the room right now. It's gonna cause flack on y'all, but and then your answer to that is, I have no other choice. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, man, we already catching the flack from it.
That's what I mean. It's like they're trying to put people that have the mindset and the mentality to run this industry. Yeah. They do not want us to succeed, bro. So they try to throw all these bumps in the road. They try to come up with the next weirdest thing in the world. It just needs to stop. Ron Durbin needs to step in, figure it out. We don't want rec. They just can't turn us rec. I think we're gonna have to vote for it. I don't know the rules behind that. I'm just common sensely using my brain. I think you have to like sign a sheet, this, that, and the other. Y'all better not go out there and sign those sheets, bro.
No,
Y'all
it's
better
medical.
not sign them sheets. We want our medical rights. We want our HIPAA rights. We don't want people in our business. This medicine is not a recreational use item. This is for people with conditions. This is not for everybody. This is not a recreational medicine.
Just like if you go to Colorado right now, where they have a rec and a medical market, if you can get the same product on the medical side and then get the same product on the rec side, that rec side's trash.
Yeah.
Like even with the apothecary, you know, they're out here now, but before we were going out there and we would go stop by apothecary and grab some. But I had seen apothecary for so long, I'm like, man, I'm finna go out there. I'm gonna grab me some diamonds and sauce down. That's when diamonds and sauce first come out.
Them apothecary diamonds and sauce
I opened up
slapping.
that jar on the rec side and was like, what, man, this is all terps with like, look like sand in it. But then, cause the rocks and all that, the big go to the other side, just like with the flower.
Yeah.
There's not, the testing and all that is so strict because it's medical. When it's rec, it's no more strict like
For
that.
sure.
And so it's gonna be a bunch of
B-buds, yeah.
And then you got to think for every $100 you're gonna spend, that tax 24% that's $24. So if you go in there and you spend $300, that's $75 tacked on top of that $375.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oklahoma is the first state. Even when we opened our store, Oklahoma is the first state I went to where it's taxed out the door. The price is out the door. When you go to Cali and everything else, that it ain't priced out the door. They got me like that first time I ever went to Connected out there in LA. I go and Connected. I'm figuring the prices in my head. I'm like, cool. I'm at about 400. Man, they rang up my thing. You know, the tax out there is like 27-28%. Man, my bill came out to like 5 something because of that tax. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, and that's not what we want in Oklahoma, man, because the quality is gonna go down.
Right.
You're gonna have people just trying to feed the market. We already got bad growers out here.
We got bad growers, bad processors.
We don't
out
need
here, bro.
double the bad growers out here because that's
Yeah.
just, it's coming into the market. And it's going to make it so hard to get good flour on the rec side because we're going to keep the good flour on the medical side. And everything else going to go to the rec side. And man, it's just not a good look for Oklahoma, man. I don't think so. I'm not
think
for
so
it.
either, bro. We, you know, and you know, this information is vital, bro.
So what's some of the pros about it? Is there any pros
About
at all?
what? About the pre-pack?
Not the pre-package, but the pros about the new regulations that they have. You know what I'm saying?
The new ones?
Dispensaries are allowed to start.
I mean, what
pre-rolls again.
What would be their
That's
purpose?
about,
What would be their reasoning? I know they have to have a reason to say, you know, for something that's already been working. You know what I mean? Like to make you just stop and do everything.
It's
totally
easier to
different.
regulate. So
Yeah.
if you get, let's say you get a quarter pound in, I'm gonna go. My bosses already know anyway. So I usually, if you're getting an 1/8 from me, it's gonna be like 3.7, 3.8.
Yeah.
And it's figured into that price. So like my boss, and it's the same price. So our owners are expecting us to, you know, make sure it's 3.5. So there's a lot of loss, actually, you know what I'm saying? So what the state's wanting is to be able to say, okay, that is 3.5001, and we know exactly where every single half gram is going. So the growers are going to have to be compliant and know where every single one of their grams is going. That's what the state's trying to do with this prepackaged. It's way easier to keep up and regulate and know exactly where every single thing's going, which you don't want the government to do anyways, bro. Like, this is what...
You got to think,
They're
man,
telling you what to buy, how much you can buy.
The people that's running this program 5 years ago were willing to throw us baseball numbers in the courtroom.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
fact.
now that's who's running our program now. They don't really want, they like the tax money.
They
They
like
love
tax
it.
money.
They love it.
But they don't like the fact that people out here that were considered felons and low lives for doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
Now they turn around and they're legal. You know what I mean? Like, man, we've had cops come in our store and just look and laugh. You know what I mean? Like, man, I can't believe they did this. But like, man, it is what it is.
Yeah, I had a couple cops tell me it wasn't gonna happen. It was like, no, it ain't gonna
There's
happen.
not too many people
I didn't
that
think it was gonna happen. I was on my way to move back to Dallas when it went legal. Cause I've been up here since 07, and I was about to go back to Dallas, and I was like, man, this ain't gonna go legal, man. Cause you know, for like 2 years before we actually got it, ballots were coming up missing.
Yeah.
Oh, the signatures
But
ain't
see,
right.
But see, bro, let me stop you right there. Look it. See, what you just said, you said it out loud. I didn't. The ballots came up missing. Why? Because they was yes votes. They sent peoples in there to jack the ballot. So really, what you're saying out loud is we're 4 years behind. Because it would have passed then.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, when I found out the ballots were being stolen, I found out all the other stuff they was doing. You know what they do. I don't have to speak on it, curse. We don't have to do none of that. What it is keeping it funky. So look it. After that was happened, you know what I mean? I'm on it. So I'm following the stories. I'm looking at Chip Paul. I'm reading his bills. I go out of my way to go meet the man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him just like all of us are talking eye to eye right now. Just a man, a normal man. So he tells me what it is. Blase, blase. It goes through. I promise you, through 3 or 4 states with the homies, bro. I am telling you, I was the only one besides a few on it, bro. And I knew it was going to pass. So just like we talked about last week, Oklahoma before that had one other vote like this that we had for 788. And it was for sale of liquor by the shot. Oklahoma didn't used to sell liquor by the shot. You could only buy your bottle, take it back to the house. Wooty wooty woo. I don't know the whole story, but you get the point.
Passion vote. It's called a passion vote.
So we have another passion vote for cannabis, 788 past 57 to 43. And I knew it was, and it jumped on, and it sucked, and it slid downhill, and now look where we're at. We're on the up and up. We're sitting here chopping, and we have all different types of mannerisms in this room. All different charismas, all different missions, but we live this life. You know what I mean?
It bring people together, and man, that's the one thing with this whole program that I see, man. It's so many people that were against us, that's in it for the cash. Mm-hmm. When we first opened, we had a guy come in and bring us some pounds and wanted us to see these pounds. It was me, Dan, and my business partner looking at the pounds on the pool table, and he's talking and We were thinking about buying a couple from him, and then he was like, yeah, man, I can't believe a couple years ago I was locking people up for this. And I was like, huh, what do you mean by that? What? He was like, oh, yeah, I'm the ex-law enforcement. Man, I politely closed that bag back up, tied the ones that needed to be tied. I was like, man, I'm good.
Eject those.
I can't do business like that. I still got values.
For sure.
Values and morals. I can't.
And we all should. And if you don't and you're simple like that, and I mean, you want to eat like that, then, I mean, no. You know. We all have a different opinion for that. I don't have to, you know. I don't have to
that dude's not trying to sell medicine. Bro.
I don't care about that dude.
Right. He's trying to make money. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to make money, bro.
We're saying, for instance, the dude. I don't care about him at all. He don't matter. It's you know, it's other clonies and phonies and momo heads just like him. That you know that will try to finesse you. And I'm saying they can't finesse you. I hope they're not gonna finesse me. I know they're not gonna finesse you. They're not gonna finesse you at the counter. You don't like to get finessed. I mean, we don't. That's just something that you know you're gonna peep from the jump. So I think it should be just all the way around. Like I said, you know, some people's in higher ups like to use the term blackball. I know y'all have all heard that. So shit, why can't we? Just because now we got the denang. Yeah. Now we got it. Now it's stinky. You know what I mean? So why can't we reject those CEDO?
You got to. Yeah. You can't support it.
It would make a big difference if everybody did. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be them dispensaries that, oh, you got it for the low? Oh, let's put it out there.
Yeah.
All day long.
I was just telling him about a billboard I've seen today.
A billboard, you said?
Yes, in Lawton. And I said, what are they smoking?
That is great.
We've already rated them, and it was terrible. Like, said 2 ounces for $100.
And that's
too where, bro.
Hey, it's out here, man.
And I mean, if that's what people are doing, bro. You know, if that's what people are doing, I mean, it's the medicinal properties that you're getting. So it's just like really, you're just at that point, you're just being like.
And it's the same on that though. dispensary as a whole got to come together on stuff like that.
Outlaw.
And if everybody's on the same page, hey, we're not going to support it. This ain't medical. We're not going to support these type of growers bringing this type of weed in the shop. If we're not buying it, they can't sell it. If they can't sell it, they can't grow it.
But there's a lot of dispensaries that are people from here that what I'm saying. There's the dispensaries that keep up with each other. The owners keep up. The managers talk, and then there's the dispensaries that come in from out of state owners, out of area owners, and so those are the ones that are just gonna try to lowball everybody else, bring in the most they can, bring in the cheapest they can.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's the mom and pops and the people that grew up here, putting their money back into the community here.
But are those dispensaries making it?
I don't know. The homies dispensaries are making it. The good ones, cream rises to the top. You know what I'm saying? You got good product and good bud tenders and good ownership and good management, bro. And a lot of us stick together and talk and share and smoke together and root for each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, I root for everybody, bro. If you're doing the right thing, I root for you.
You know what I mean? It's when you're watching it go down, man, it's so crazy. And
so is there like a weed union? Is anybody getting on top of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because in order to make any of this stuff effective, of course you gotta get signatures and present bills and stuff. But I mean, the power of unification of people, everybody getting screwed in the deal. You know what I mean? Including us as the patients.
Yeah.
Not just the dispensaries, but like he's saying, like we want to put our nose in it. We want to know exactly what we're getting before we get it. You know what I mean? So we're all getting screwed in the deal. You know what I mean? So, like, is anybody trying to form something to put something together so people can, you know what I mean? Have y'all heard of anything, or is it just like,
They got a few, and then it's a few people on Facebook you can follow. Ron Durbin's one of them.
Yeah, Ron Durbin doing this thing. Shout out to young Ron Durbin.
Yeah,
shout out Ron Durbin.
He's doing something good for us, and he reach out and help for anything if you ask him anything. So stuff like that, when they have these meetings in the state capitol, you can always go voice your opinion and stuff like that. But stuff's got to be done because the way they're doing it, especially with this jar thing, I just don't see how it's helping.
I don't either. And so I like meeting the growers that grow the flower that we're putting on our shelves and stuff like that. So if it goes to prepackaged, or am I meeting a middleman who's has a company that's just buying the bud or getting the bud from the grower and then packaging it up, or am I still going to be able to meet that grower that put his love into it, that tells me what nutrients he's putting into it, that told me where he got the cuts from, what you know what I'm saying? Like all that's gonna go, and that makes a big difference to me.
And you see a lot of that starting to go on now. Exactly what you just said. These like processing and wholesale companies, distribution companies, they're selling the weed from these growers, but you're going through a middleman, so you can't talk to that grower. That grower ain't coming face to face with you. Yeah. When you meet these good growers, man, that's growing, not on a huge level and stuff like that, a lot of times they'll invite you, hey, man, come check me out. Come up here and check out the grow. I want you to come
I've
look.
Had a few growers that fuck with me.
Yeah, and that's the ones we want. Because they're not trying to hide. They want you to come.
They're proud of their product. They're proud of their grow,
And then you got the ones that, hey, how much of this can I grow? And, you're a distribution. I'll get it. I'll grow as much as I can. We're gonna package it up, give it to you, get it sold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll come get my check in 30 days.
Yeah.
And that's not what we want, man. Like, buying weed through wholesales and stuff like that, man. You don't know what you're buying, really. You know what I'm saying? You're buying some words. They're gonna put the testing on there, but testing in Oklahoma's so messed up. Man, I've seen test results come in my own store. I'm not finna put them numbers on there. No, you know what I mean? Like, already. We've had. Now this is a testing done in Oklahoma. The testing, what it say, 51% THC.
Nah, on a flower?
I swear to God.
Nah.
I would personally email all y'all the test results. I would personally send them to y'all and just show y'all.
Came from Mars.
51%. I'm not putting that on my jar because I know it's not true.
Alright.
How are you getting a flower at a concentration level? So you telling me if this flower is 51%, if somebody makes some concentrates, I only got a 49% bar to reach 100% pure THC.
Yeah.
How's that happening? So the testing can't be real.
I seen some 6.5 on
There's
terps.
no way. 51%, I promise y'all.
That's unbelievable, man.
It was.
But the terp count was like 1 point something. I'm gonna send it to y'all just to show y'all.
Yeah.
I think they accidentally flip-flopped the number.
How they do that?
They must have hit the 5 next to the 4 or something. Like, man, this
That's still
That was 15%. That was 15. He hit 51 on
now,
that
if it
one.
said 24%, I would believe it. It was a solid 24. But them 30s and stuff, I'd be like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen like two.
Yeah, you got to though, because you got to think the people that's testing, they just bought this equipment.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna test it.
Yeah, I had a fire ass 12 before.
Man, yeah, man, on them.
12.
Man, I look at them test results long enough to punch it in the computer.
Yeah.
And then follow my nose.
If you ask me, I'm gonna be like, hold on, let me
Yeah,
go back here and get them. I got them on hand, but man,
we
hey,
don't
let me
care about
smell
that.
it.
So can we justify the amount that OMA is actually taxing?
Right now?
Yeah, can anybody justify the percentage that they're taking?
I mean, here's the thing. Like,
They had
we
to
can
come
sit
to
here
it
and
for some robbery.
We can have
They had to
we
come
can have
up.
a sit here and argument, but that tax is a lot better than still being illegal. So
You
That's
right about
justified.
that.
That's
To
a
me,
terrible
that's
way to look at it.
It
That's a
is,
terrible way to
but,
look-
I
this
mean-
is business now, so you know what I'm saying? Like, we got
let
this
us
one
let us
business.
get in the door. Let's negotiate next time. It's like I'm gonna pay the tax though.
I just believe,
I'm gonna pay the tax and stay legal.
Well, our
I'm a
government's
bitch about it,
cold-blooded.
but I'm gonna pay the tax.
Oh,
Modern
man.
day extortion. All
Yeah,
that.
Our government is cold blooded.
They'll condemn the mob, but then
Yeah.
they'll take their taxes,
Taxes.
Yeah, or,
They gon-
you know what I'm saying? The way of doing things and apply it to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The next person in line, like, it's fucked up.
So where's all the taxes supposed to go? Do we know
Man, we
that?
trying to figure that out
Man,
now
for
because
sure,
I
it's
don't
been
see
going on
it.
for a year, bro.
Are
I
they
ain't seen
going to
that.
the
I
school?
know. I
Them
thought it was
motherfucking
like
nah.
roads.
It ain't
Man,
going to school.
my kids still ain't got a school book, so that's how I'm looking at it.
Hey, them
Man, I'm
motherfucking
like,
roads is terrible. Them roads are fucking terrible.
I don't see
bro.
any changes, and they've made billions of dollars,
Billions.
billions in
Yeah.
2 years, billions.
You can see
It's a
it
lot
too,
of
bro.
money.
Man,
It's
even with the
crazy.
city, because you got to remember now, the city, out of all the money that's being paid every month from every dispensary in Lawton city limits, they get 3.5% of that. What's Lawton doing with the money?
Not fixing them roads.
Yeah, the
bro.
roads still horrible.
We surfing down
man.
the boulevard. That motherfucker's wavy.
Hey, I don't know what they're doing with it though. They made a lot, so it should be some good. Some good should
As
be
many
coming out of
dispensaries
it.
are in Lawton too. Whew.
Man,
Yeah, even more popping up. I was like,
Woo!
shit.
Man,
I thought they
they-
was putting a cap on the dispensary.
no, they wanted to, but
They wanted
no,
that money
they
more.
didn't do it. No, there's no cap, man. The city don't have no
Jesus.
regulations.
We
a
seen
new one
another
all
new one
time.
today. We seen another new one today. We're gonna have to pop in that one.
Yeah, I really do believe they open every week, at least one.
So y'all see this has to be implemented right now through all the dispensaries right now. They can only have the 3 grams out for the sniff box, and they can't have no product out at all.
No,
So
not
y'all
that.
gotta go way out, like in the behind the.
Oh no, we
door
can
or
do it
something.
right there in front of you.
Yeah.
We just can't open it and let you smell it.
So do y'all have to go and get the jar from somewhere?
No,
right
they're
behind
just
us.
we just moved them from the counter to the back
Back
wall.
side.
So it's gotta be behind you.
Yeah, they just can't be.
Display.
Y'all just can't do anything with the jar. We can't. We can still
Has there
display
been
it.
reports of people snatching jars or running or anything like that? Like,
I mean, they just, if
Y'all heard
anything,
anything?
they be pissed that they can't smell it, so they just leave. They'll think, you know,
so I mean,
they'll
do
think
we
like-
know? Do we know the point of that? The point of not
I
having to smell it.
think it's somebody up there that don't smoke that was like, oh, well, you should just be able to look at it and know if you want it or not.
Yeah,
Like you
people
going to go
just-
buy some clothes or something.
Yeah.
That's probably how they, you know what I'm saying? Because they probably
Each
don't
one's
smoke anyway.
different, man. I need
Yeah.
to smell it.
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
Now,
let
for
me
sure
put my
need to
nose
buy
in it.
Yeah.
I for sure need to fucking try my $200 polo hoodie on before I leave Macy's with it.
I ain't finna buy it. If he,
Like stores like that. Like you had to just buy it off of looks. Like,
No returns either, motherfucker. ain't gonna work.
Yeah, we can't take
Or
returns.
even
It's
like
not even
cologne
that. It's
and
just
stuff.
I live,
Yeah.
I live in
gotta
London.
get-
It's a whole nother drive
Oh,
to
yeah,
take my
you can't
hand
smell
back.
it,
Yeah, I gotta drive an hour and a half
Look at
north
it.
for 45
So that
miles.
bottle's pretty.
And that's what,
So
man,
shit.
it's,
Give me that $25 and now you can smell it after that.
Yeah.
when I read
It's
that, man, the
terrible.
first time I read it, I said, man, that gotta be a misprint.
Oh, I thought
I know
so
they
too,
not
bro.
telling us we could only
So
have,
how long you think it's gonna be till they send the people through to make sure that everybody following the rules and regulations?
man, there's no telling. But
Because I
you
heard
know,
they was tough on y'all for like a week or a weekend or something. They came down here was on everybody. Everybody's
was.
complaining that they was down here.
It was, man, they came. And then OBN did a round. They did their round like
Yeah.
a month before they did.
Yeah.
But, you know, the governor said he wanted every dispensary inspected before, marijuana business inspected before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So they got 2 months, 2 months left. But they hit it hard. They hired all them people and everything else out of the city, and they were supposed to come inspect. But, they changed laws and other things, too, like in the growing. And right now, I just read the other day where they're trying to take the farm tax. You get tax free on farming and
Yeah, you
stuff
got
like
you get
that.
a tax exempt for
Now,
farm.
yeah, tax exempt for agriculture, where they're trying to take marijuana out of that. So, and I just read that the other day. I didn't read the whole thing.
Boy,
I just
that
skimmed
cold,
through it real
boy.
quick.
Yeah,
That
that's
cold,
wrong.
boy.
Well, when I read the law about the 3 grams, the way it's worded too is it says dispensaries may display, and I'm like, well, that sounds like I may not display them. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't say they have to. It was more like they may, and I was like,
And
sounds pretty optional to me.
that's one thing
Yeah.
they're known for. They're gonna leave a gray area.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna know. And like I say, when you call them, they're gonna tell you to go back and read the same thing that you just read and got confused and called them for.
Right.
Because they can't answer questions. Or you can send them an email, but half the time in the email it's gonna tell you the
Very
same
vague.
thing, unless
We've had
it's
those
something
same
small.
problems.
But yeah, they got a lot of work to do, man. A lot of work to get everything right. Which I understand it's still a new program and everything, but things that's already in place that's working don't change them. Like the
Yeah.
people are pretty much we're telling them what we need.
Yeah.
Even with like the metric, we don't need metric. You know what I mean? We understand we need reporting. We agree we need reporting, but we don't need a company out of Florida. If everybody here got to be in state to make the money, then why are we gonna send the money out of state?
Right, which is
Let's play fair all
But
the way
that's why they
across the
already
board.
that's why they didn't do that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Basically
Well,
because of that reason. Because I know Ron Durbin was on that real
Yeah,
tough. He was
yeah.
fighting for that real hard.
We
And
talked
then
about
wanting
that a
us
lot.
to pay the fee for the monthly thing.
Yeah.
Man, tags.
Man,
you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
that's crazy.
That was
Just
going crazy.
think about them people that got 20, 30 acres of outdoor.
No, just
And
it's
you
too
gotta
much,
tag
bro.
every plant.
Why? That's not even.
Man,
that don't
that's
even make
money.
sense to. I know.
You
but
gonna
it
need a
don't
But
make
pallet.
then you can't
You know,
file it
you're gonna
under
need pallets,
agriculture
bro,
and
yeah.
stuff after all that work you put in.
Man.
And if you just think about, look at the whole picture of what the marijuana industry's done, man. Look at Lawton. All these business, if it's say what about 60 dispensaries now, that means there
That's
was.
more than that, I think.
I mean, give or take, like they've fallen off.
Let's just throw it at 60.
Yeah.
That means before them dispensaries got in there were 60 empty buildings in Lawton. The building we're in right now, that building was empty 4 years before we moved in.
Yeah.
When we moved in, I know y'all remember that.
It was all empty.
It was all empty over there. You got another dispensary next to us. Almost all the buildings are filled up now. You look at it, it's making money for the city. It's employing people. Me and my partner opening the dispensary, I got, my close people around me employed. It gave me a chance to employ my people around me.
Yeah.
Everybody that work in my shop's family. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So to be able to do that with something that we love, but we're risking lives for before
Yeah.
and risking freedom, man, it's something beautiful, man. It just really needs to be worked on, man. Don't, like they used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
It still goes the same thing. The things that need to be addressed, let's address the issues that need it. But if something's already working, why are y'all spending so much energy and time to change something that's working? Let's fix what's messed up.
I agree,
Yeah.
100%.
And it's, It's something else,
They're
man.
just building a system that better fits them. I mean, that's all that is. I mean,
Well, that's not who we should be looking out for, though.
Nah.
yeah.
And how do you change that? By voting, or I don't know.
Yeah, and that's actually the next real question. You know what I mean? That everybody has to ask themselves is how do we change it?
I don't know.
How do we take the power? How do we gain the power? How do we get the glow? You know what I mean? Like, how can we be able to
Back to the patient.
control our destiny? You know what I mean? Because we are the ones who are paying them, and they're only making it legal so they can get money. This is all about money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, and we're the source of it. We got more power than what we know. And it's just all about organizing it and getting it kind of together. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be the one to do it, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
sounds like an awful lot of peopling.
You know what I'm saying? But
you're right about it though, because if everybody came together, especially like owners and business owners and stuff, man, that's a loud voice when we all come together. Because you can look at Oklahoma City and Tulsa, they got groups of people that's come together. They have live events, like good events. Oklahoma City, man. I love the vibe up there when you go up there. Even with the weed being and everything, it's a different vibe. And that's, to me, I feel like it's because people come together more with it. In Lawton, I feel like it's a lot of competition, man. Especially behind this, people getting mad. You like, dang, like we really should all be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like we all doing this legal. You can ask him when we first opened the shop, man. The laws used to ride by. Oh man, we good. You know what I mean? Like, man, it took some getting used to. So man, I feel like we should be happy about it, man.
One of the craziest things I remember is when COVID first hit. I remember going to Caniculture and I parking in the parking lot, and it's like 1 p.m. and it's a really open spot, and Daniel comes running out to me with a paper bag full of fucking weed and like hands it to me through the window, and I'm like looking behind me, and I'm like, wait, it's perfectly legal, but it's 1 p.m. in a parking lot, and this motherfucker is for sure handing me a bag of weed into a car, bro.
A bag of receipts, you know what I'm saying?
Curbside was cracking.
Curbside, bro. Curbside was cracking.
That was crazy to see too, man.
In and out the fucking trap house, like, God.
It came a long way, man. I tell my people back home, I tell everybody, all my people in Texas, like, man, move up here, man. It's jobs, everything. Come up here. It's crazy, man. You're too close.
There
not
are
to make
jobs.
that trip.
Like, man, if anybody wants to work, bro, there is work.
Man, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad some of these employers are starting to do away with the drug testing and everything.
Oh yeah, 100%. Shout out to Amazon, way. You know what I'm talking about?
It's just more money for the employers to pay every substance you're testing for is more money you got to pay. Why are you going to test for a substance that you ain't testing for alcohol?
No.
Don't be testing for marijuana. I'm all for testing for methamphetamines, all that other stuff. Go for it, crack. I don't care.
Yeah, but not.
Leave me to my weed, bro. I never had to fake a piss test for anything other than weed. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
That's it. It's crazy, man.
Like, share, subscribe.
I'm talking about
Come on. Yeah. All organic. Sitting around talking about good cannabis. Everybody needs to tune in and check out this free game.
100%.
Like, share, subscribe.
So we've been smoking what tonight, guys? What's been in the air?
We've been blowing real blue and a whole bunch of new stuff I never heard of. Come on,
White
tell 'em.
truffle. The one that's going around now is Death Toast.
Okay.
And I'm about to light this purple GMO.
Death Toast.
Death Toast. I can fuck with the name, bro. What you think of it, Lindsay, so far? Stuff that hit.
It's nice.
Is it an earthy one?
Tastes like.
Do you have any more of it in there, love?
It tastes like fucking.
It'll kind of remind you of
licorice.
It's stung a little
Licorice.
first.
Yeah.
Oh no, I like that. Yeah, that's. I see where you come with licorice, but in a good way.
Yeah, it'll make your whole nose sting.
Yeah, I like it.
Like burnt toast.
That's one I've been burning. And this white truffle, I've been burning this white truffle for about the past 2-3 days.
Oh my goodness. It looks cushy. Check out that Death Toast, bro.
Both of those are from Sonoma.
Oh, let me see this.
Shout out to Zenoa.
Yeah, shout out to
Sonoma coming with it.
Yeah,
they
they
really
have
are.
been. They've been
That's
one of
cool.
our favorites for a while.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah, man. We first started messing with Sonova about 1.5 years ago, man. And what they hooked me on was that donkey butter. At first it was the
Love
Ford.
the butter. Love the butter.
Ford.
Yeah, that Ford.
Said,
I was on that Ford.
And I immediately started checking
Then they were out
out.
and they only had the 9, and I was like, oh man, all right.
That 9
Hey, that 9's the one. At first it was the 4, but that 9 for like the last year, it's been that 9, man.
Donkey butter number 9, baby.
We can't keep it.
Yeah.
Donkey butter number 9.
Buddy, I got a damn rabbit in the hat.
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
That's it.
Yeah,
Man.
that's wild.
That's a good one, man.
Oh,
What is
man.
that?
What?
So,
That's Purple Genius.
so Harley Daniel asked, is there a specific way to go about applying at dispensaries to get into the door for this industry?
We always accepting resumes, but we don't do an application thing.
That's how we do too. You can always drop a resume
Yeah.
in it, but the turnaround in ours, it ain't been.
Same thing, like
I know y'all
our turnover
is real
is
low.
Yeah, low.
Like everybody you see in ours been there since day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I tell everybody when they come in, I'm like, man, it's all.
But that's how it is when you got a love for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't just, this ain't just a business for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Lifestyle.
yeah.
It make it a whole lot better, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everything would be better
Everybody's
like
involved.
that. Yeah, yeah. And I've always said if I ever cash out, everybody around me is cashing out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it goes. We could
Shout
do
out Canna Culture. That's some. I like that.
we could do cash out
Appreciate
I grew
games.
up myself.
In
I
the
need
back,
their name to get it out there.
You grew this.
Shout out to Noah though.
Yeah.
He said, we appreciate them.
Yeah.
Hey, Morel said, Dan the man looked like he about to pass out.
That's what he said.
Nah, man, I'm upstairs, bro. I'm upstairs, bro.
Hey, here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. He always looks like that, but he's always straight though. Like,
Man, this cat.
I'll come in the shop and I'll be like,
You did that kind of right.
What are you on right
Yeah, it
now?
was
What are you?
close.
That's what. If any of y'all go to Canna Culture,
Yeah.
ask Dan what he's on, and
Buy
just
it.
follow, bro.
Buy it.
Buy it.
He gonna get you.
A good bud tender ain't gonna steer you wrong, bro.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
And Dan ain't gonna. If you want to get high, I mean, just check the camera right now.
Check him out. He gonna get you every time.
That's a good. That's an awesome compliment. That's
Hey,
a
that
good,
research is
Yeah, we-
important work, bro.
it's not just that. That's a good compliment to have with people, because, I mean, just not everybody is us. You know what I mean? People learn every day, so it's like dealing with like the bottom and the top. You know what I mean? So a shout out. That's lovely work, bro. Being able to give people the right medicine. So that's a very, very good compliment. Very good.
And I mean, I'm still learning too, though. I try to learn as much as I can. That's one thing I
Facts.
try to tell a lot of people. I know every now and then I get a customer that come in there and they like, you should know. You work here. I mean, yeah, I get that. But I never said I was perfect.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm
Try
trying.
fuck up too. Like, Purple
GMO?
tested.
Purple GMO.
Yep, that one is.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And that one's from
we all can learn from one another.
Emerald Fire.
There's times I done learned
I'm not mad at
things
none
from
of
a
that.
customer, you know what I'm saying, coming in there having a conversation with them. So I mean, you're never too old to learn something.
I like to say I want to learn something every day, bro.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Something every day, man. If you
I mean,
ain't
there's
learning
gotta be
something
a
every day,
different experience
Yeah.
every day. I think I've never really thought about working in a dispensary, but I mean, it's been crossing my mind lately. But like he said, I wouldn't want to work for nobody that I just really didn't love. Like want to like go to work and help somebody. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to work just had no push the button ass shit. Like,
man, for sure. The team makes the dream, bro.
So
Teamwork
if
makes
I
the
ever
dream
work at a
for real.
dispensary, it'll be like one of my homeboys owns it, needs some help, and I'll be able to do something like that. But yeah, it's never really been anything I thought about until lately.
You need a cold lineup with you, man.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah.
You got to, man.
That shit don't even feel like work to me. To be
Right.
honest with you.
Exactly. That's like, man.
Like when people be asking me, I be like, shit, this is almost like I'm at home. I just got Netflix. I ain't got Netflix in the house. Yeah, I need to get that work.
Plus over there,
He'll call you too. Hey, the Hulu ain't working. Like, hold on, man.
I'm fucking weak, bro.
There's a few times I thought about stairs and a blanket up there. Like, lights on.
Man, I must stay
You come in there, his eyes are so low, you're like,
Yeah, are you sleeping?
I'm on all black. They're like, no, ain't nobody in there. I'm right there on the floor, knocked down.
Oh shit. That's hilarious too.
security, bro. Security has a little doghouse up in that motherfucker.
Yeah, he'll be the
I
one
got a
too.
blanket.
Keep the Hulu on.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hulu and Netflix, man. That shit is lovely.
What is this?
No doubt.
Purple GMO. What's that one?
That glue.
Glue. The glue.
That glue's nice.
That glue smoke good. That good glue.
So we all agree that we're high.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Definitely.
Yeah, we
I like both
We
of
up
those.
there.
I'm not a big purple
Me
crosser,
neither.
but like that's
I
the
love
GMO
purple.
stands out, and then the purple kind of acts like.
Yeah, it's a nice balance.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it
I
accents
love
it real nice.
Granddaddy Park.
And that was
That's
that
my-
was from Emerald Fire.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
good.
Okay.
Some favorite strain.
That's from
You know,
Can I see that white
Emerald
truffle?
Fire be
Good
coming with some good
GDP.
shit
I'm gonna
too.
check that out.
Yeah, that
You hear me?
yeah, that good one. Yeah, that good one.
that
It's
good
a go
GDP.
getter right there.
Cause I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all
that's-
like
I
garlic
like that.
strands, but like Emerald Fire, we got that.
We got the same
garlic
palate.
icing.
Lo, we got the
That
same
shit's
palate.
Yeah, that garlic ice and
That
smoke.
shit's like a nice
Yeah.
ass
Ooh,
like
that sounds
nice
nice.
high.
Garlic icing.
Oh
That's what I
yeah.
like.
I smoked one the other day at work, boy. I was in that
Who's
lead.
that grower?
That one
Oh,
actually
fire.
scared me off. The color a little.
We'll have to
Look at
check
that shit.
that out.
They got some good shit. Even that
Oh,
shit they
that
got,
shit's
we
beautiful.
got
Man.
it's called Melon Mint.
Hey, that white truffle is
Melon
beautiful.
Mint is fire. That's another one that tested like that. What, 32?
You seen that?
Yeah.
But
That
I mean,
white
this
truffle is
smoke, I
beautiful.
say,
Yeah.
to be real, it probably smoked like a good 28. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got that white truffle down there at the stove?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it drops Friday.
Oh man, that's beautiful. That white truffle's so beautiful.
It drops
Yeah.
Friday.
I like the nose on it too. It's not, man. It's earthy. It's truffly right there.
Yeah.
That's
And
like,
I like
that.
truffle. That's my,
Yeah, it's
you know what I
pretty
mean?
too.
Truffles, real truffles. Look it up right now. See what truffles is. Truffles.
I want it to be
real
muddy.
truffles.
Like I want a pig to have found that motherfucking truffle. You know what I'm saying? Like rooted up from.
That's
I like
what it smells like,
That's
though,
what I'm
bro.
saying. That's why I like it. Like
Yeah, that,
I like them earthy ones,
Yeah.
bro.
that one smoked.
Find me a hog and put him on.
Noah
it.
did it with that one. I was like,
it's
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Cake, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
So you know, being that we're all high, and we're almost at our time. We're not there yet. We gotta do our medicated question of the evening. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do the medicated question of the evening. Everybody that's in the live right now, make sure after you share and subscribe, and hit the little dingy bell for notifications. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you answer this question as well. I'm just curious. What would you all do if you were invisible for a day? What would you do
That's a good one.
if you were invisible
The most.
for one day? Which is all the facts. Which is all the facts. What would you do
Lindsay would follow
specifically?
Daniel
What would you do
around.
specifically?
Lindsay would be right behind. Lindsay would be in Daniel's shadow.
Doing the
Could it have
most.
something
Doing the
like,
most in the shadow.
Could it have something like, also, like, if you take something, it'll be invisible too? Or is it just you yourself?
No, it's
Can
just
you
you.
snap him?
No, you take some money, it's gonna be like the money is floating across.
Can you snap it? You're invisible.
It's gonna be like the money is floating across the room. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
Oh, shit.
I don't have
the
an
money,
invisible
you don't feel
backpack.
the money, it just all of a sudden disappear and you creeping out doing
Like you
whatever.
put it in your pocket or
No,
something.
Yeah,
weed
invisible
and everything
backpack, bro.
floating. Everything floating. All that floating. So what you gonna do? So now with this newfound information, what would you do? Invisible, 24 hours.
I'm gonna be.
Boom.
Seriously, the most I could do, I'd probably be all over the place.
I mean, what would you do? Like, what,
Pranking. I'd be trolling people.
I'll probably just
That's
walk.
what. If I can't take no money because everything will be floating, I'm gonna be trolling people. Oh man, they gonna think they house possessed, their car possessed.
I'm definitely driving my car around in the parking lot. Definitely doing that.
Yeah.
Smoking, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
but then
he took the fun out with no invisible backpack though, bro. That's...
Nah, ain't no invisible backpacks. We can't do none of
He
that.
said can't take nothing
I
like
probably
that.
just walk up in the weed stores and just take weed. Or if I thought it was shitty, I'll throw it on the ground. They're like, it's hard in. No, that shit's terrible.
Okay, and the last one I have, I've actually brought to the smoke break table before, but I want to ask y'all, get y'all's opinions on it. You know what I mean? Do y'all think that we have freedom of choice, or do you think everything is already predestined?
Yeah, that was a good one, Liz.
Man.
Do you feel like we have freedom of choice, or do you feel like everything is predestined?
I feel freedom of choice.
Yeah, I think freedom of choice. Because
I
anything
like to
can happen.
think freedom of choice, but I feel like some stuff may be predestined. I feel like we've gotten pretty deep on this before.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I know I still definitely make daily choices myself.
Yeah.
But like you said last time, do you make those choices?
I know.
But
Then you got my head.
It's destiny. It
Are
don't
you
matter
already-
what
have you already
choice
made
you make.
those
That's
choices?
what it was
Have you
supposed to
already
happen or
decided
go
to?
down anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know, Tim.
Man, I know.
Yeah,
That's where I was at. I was like, freedom of choice
destiny.
for
I think
sure. And
stuff's
then he said,
destiny.
but
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
It's just you gotta wait. It's gonna show, but no matter what choice you make, if it's destiny, it was already gonna happen.
It was already gonna happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was already gonna happen.
then-
Like you was
then
already
in that
gonna be
case,
here
then you gotta
tonight.
say they go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other.
let me ask you this one: if it is predestined, would that mean it's a simulation then?
Could be.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's predestined, then it's basically a program, right? So then,
If you
so
look
now
at it
you're in a
like that, yeah, that's
simulation.
a way
If it's
of
free
looking
choice,
at it.
you're alive. It's
That's a
reality.
way of looking at it.
Yeah, if your free choice is reality, if it's predestined, bro, you matrixed up right now.
I think they go hand in hand. I think you can't have one without the other. Like, but I don't know, because I don't think no one is like programmed to do something like this. Like, I just don't really see that. But
Tomato.
no, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people season their food. Some people.
He had that one loaded up, bro. He was like,
I see what you said. No, tomato just old. What's wrong with switching it up? Is it programmed? Was you destined to say that? No, you can switch it up.
Man. So this does conclude our show, man. Jared, do you got anything for these people, man, before we get up out of here?
Man, just pay attention to what's going on in it, man, because it's changing. So,
Yeah.
Stay high.
I know that's motherfucking right. Young Daniel, man, you got anything for these people before we get out of here?
Man, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And stay high.
Nice.
Stay high, young Lindsay. It's on you.
Always.
Stay high, always. Young Daniel, man, how you feeling, man? You got anything for these people?
Yeah, I just appreciate y'all's support and tuning in. And we do Smoke Break every Wednesday, so I had great company tonight. I enjoyed myself,
Good time, man.
Yeah, we high. We high.
Yeah, I had a great time tonight. It all worked out well. Like,
It did.
good topics, good weed. We need some viewers to tune in, support the network.
Well,
Y'all just stay safe and treat people like you want to be treated. I'm out. What a tie.
Yo, Tio.
shout out Canna Culture, always bringing heat. Always got knowledgeable
Appreciate
people,
it.
bro. So
Appreciate it.
hit them up on
Love
any
that, bro.
of these three. I recommend to any of my patients, any of my friends. So, holla at your boys. Be safe.
Appreciate it.
Make sure y'all tune in. Let me see your video tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about? Smoke Break will be back on next Wednesday, 9 o'clock sharp. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the homie Young Black Jones. You know what I'm talking about. And if you want to be a guest on Smoke Break, hit us up. Hit Daniel up specifically. You know what I'm talking about? Get with Daniel.
Daniel.
You know what I mean? Yeah, holla at Daniel. Daniel controls the destiny of the seat. You know what I mean? So get at Daniel. You know what I'm saying? You want to come on Smoke Break? Let us know what's up, man. Come in and smoke some good cannabis with us, man. Get you high as giraffe ass. You know what I'm talking about? It's been Smoke Break. You know what I'm talking about? We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.
Alright, just started with a verse start.
Johnny Giuliano.
Smoke some, bitch. Smoke some. Bitch, smoke some. Smoke some.
R.I.P. Pimp C.
Smoke some.
Afghani goonin', no piece, no chain, and I don't wear no hat. I got my polo boots with the shirt to match. I got my white grape games and I'm rolling them swole. I got a nice muddy cup and a broad dip hole. Young field face daddy, I'm a hog in the game. See me flipping through the hood, nigga, hogging the lanes. Pussy niggas be complaining cause I'm hogging the game. She'll be back to you when I'm through with a main. Say OTB, that's me, Mac Owl. Boy, we stay smoking till the last ash fall. The last ash fall. Nigga, if I thought you was a bitch, you wouldn't even hit my sweet at all. My sweet at all. Say, boy, we blow that good roll. Cushions our cologne, almost everywhere that we go. Say, boy, it ain't my B-Day, but I got a big ego. If you wanna know my stilo, say.